everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Raiders are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Titans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Go Chiefs. 694.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Ajayi. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now back to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. They'll look to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up, This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 20. Touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hunter Henry brings it in. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Red zone opportunity. They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, a run with Thompson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Day. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right? That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Daquan Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And it fights through one man. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And some space here. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he'll bang that one through. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Carr. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Shepard. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dayon Buchanan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Melvin Gordon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raiders sack. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. and he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. So we've reached halftime. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Carr going to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now Gordon on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Carr to throw on second down. And Reed with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On the ground, it's Thompson. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Carr now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
No, check. Patriots. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Let's go, Philly.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From midfield, here's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And the Titans getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And
that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We got three down. Hey, we got 3. Let's go. Watch out.
They run with Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Myles Garrett in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now here come the Raiders. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get down. Four down. Hey, Raiders, 2.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding what the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Finding some room at midfield. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 14 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. A little juke, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Benny Logan getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Here's Ajayi, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
They run for it with Ajayi. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Jay Ajayi stopped short of the first. And the Raider D, they get the football back. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, no doubt to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.